Oh, when it comes to TV comedy, our next guest, this guy's really done it all.
Oh, I know. I looked at his resume yesterday. It's awesome. He hosted a VH1 show, has been on countless late-night TV shows, The Apprentice, and even Fox News. Quite the diverse resume.
Here he is. Welcome back. Funny Bone Fridays, Jim Florentine. Good to see you, Jim. Fox News, what'd you do with Fox?
Well, they used to have that show, Red Eye,
yeah.
that was on at like 3 in the morning. So a bunch of comics would go on there and you just, you know, it was more like a funny show. Like there'd be a topic about something, you just crack jokes and whatever. So I was on there, and then, yeah, I like how Fox News, The Apprentice, like, okay, what are we getting at here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on the regular Apprentice.
That was the last
one. We were
going
to ask you about that. You were on season 4, right?
Yeah.
I believe.
Was that the last one with Trump?
And you were never invited back.
Yeah, well, because remember
Trump
used to have that guy George and his wife, the old guy, was his partner on there. So it was the guy was running like a charity comedy show, like for his event or whatever like that. And the guy running it, the contestant goes, "Look, whatever you do, don't pick on George. He's going to be in the front with his wife. Just, you know, do your act." So as soon as he told me that, I go, "Of course,
yeah,
it's going to be live TV, of course."
Yeah.
I went right at George.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like in the back, "Well, I told him not to do that." I was asking if they still have sex, all this stuff. So. It made it really uncomfortable. People were laughing. George was cracking up. He was laughing. And he's in the back going, why is he doing this? And he yelled at me after. I was like, oh, I'm a comic, you know, that's what I do. So
you don't tell a comedian not to do something.
So that was the only fault you got? They just kind of gave you a little tongue lashing after the show? And
yeah, the producer's like, man, we told him not to. Like, yeah, I know. I don't care. I knew I wasn't going to come back. I didn't, you know.
You didn't meet Trump at all at that point, right?
He wasn't there that day. I met him one other time. We did I did a bunch of stuff at his casinos down in Atlantic City. He was always nice.
Yeah.
I got a picture with him and stuff, you know.
What do you think about Trump? let's cut right to the meat here.
We don't usually talk about politics, but hey.
No.
I love a guy that speaks his mind. I'm a comic that I love when people get under people's skin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just when I was telling my buddy Chad, who's on the show, that he's calling Sloppy Steve. He's calling Steve Bannon Sloppy Steve, which he is. If you saw the guy, I mean, he looks like he just woke up. Whatever. I don't know. You know, I mean. Everybody always wanted a politician that finally would speak his mind and not read off a teleprompter all the time, and they got it. And it was like, no, you can't. No, I don't like this. I don't like this.
He says some pretty outlandish stuff, but I thought it was funny when he calls Kim Jong-un Rocket Man.
Oh, yeah, no, Rocket Man.
He's got these names for people.
He's like, Rocket Man's going to do whatever. It's like, I don't think just because he called him Rocket Man, the guy's going to set off a nuke.
Yeah,
but,
right.
It's pretty funny.
No, I don't know. I understand. Look, he's not politically correct, and he's rough around the edges. But I don't know. I kind of enjoy that.
Yeah.
As a comic, that's what I love. I love a guy.
Well, that's kind of what you do. I mean,
yeah, you make people uncomfortable, and like, I don't know if I should laugh at this. Okay, I'm going to laugh. You know. Yeah, it's not presidential. So what? Who cares? You know what I mean? He wasn't ever a politician, so I don't care.
Right.
VH1. You're showing VH1. I was watching that clip that you did. Gosh, who was it? Was it Axel? Explain that concept of that show, because that's been off for a couple of years.
Yeah, it was a heavy metal talk show. It was basically like the Tonight Show for AC/DC fans. Like, we'd have different musicians come on, and we just, you know, it was basically that. And we interviewed Axl Rose. That was his first interview in 20 years. He sat with us.
How are you getting some of those interviews? Because like you said, Axl Rose hadn't done an interview for a long time. How are you getting, was it just the laid back concept of the show?
I think because, you know, those metal guys, like, you know, the bass player in Warrant, or that band Warrant's not going to really have, they're not going to go on the real Tonight Show to promote their new album. But our show was like the Tonight Show for them. Like, the bass player in Warrant was our first guest. He was our Tom Cruise. Yeah. So you know, our show was there. It was a great place for them to promote. Like, if Dokken was going to put a new album out, that hasn't done anything since the '80s, whatever, they were going to come on our show, and our audience was going to like it. It was a niche audience, which is good. We were on a little channel, VH1 Classic. It was like 336. You know, in the middle of, you know, it was impossible to find. But
I saw a clip where Ted Nugent got up there and just shredded the guitar one time. Yeah.
Ted was great. You know what I mean? He just went up there, didn't talk politics. He's a funny dude. Yeah. You know, when he went up there and he shredded, people would play instruments on the show. So it was fun. We did it for 7 years.
Did you have a favorite guest that came on?
You know, Marilyn Manson was fun.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh.
He came with all the get up and everything?
No, he was just kind of, but he's, he's.
Is he really like, he creeps me out. The eye is the eye, the contacts, I can't do those things, and the pale, I mean, I'm pale, but that's a whole level of pale.
Well, I think he puts stuff on.
So let's ask you, is it just kind of an act that he puts on? And he's a normal guy, but that's his
He's a really smart guy, but he knows. He goes, let me, be a character.
That's
I mean, at this point, he doesn't really shock anymore, because you can't do anything shocking these days. So, no, he was great, come on. And just, like, I grew up on that music, so just to interview these guys was amazing, you know.
That's fun. Do you have a book coming out?
Yeah, I have a book, Everybody is Awful Except You.
And that's next month.
February 20th.
What's the book about?
What is it about?
It's all about making fun of social media. You know, people posting stuff on social media, you know. you know, they're looking for attention, they want some sympathy or whatever, or just look at me, I'm amazing. You know, they're at the gym, like, hey, I'm at the gym, wow, you're working out, you're better than me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm on the way to the hospital, well, really?
Everything,
and you just leave it like that,
Right.
and then you got to ask a million questions.
Because they want the attention of, oh, what's
and
wrong?
then it's just a sore throat.
Dying.
Jim Florentine's at the
Just
Funny
dying.
Bone all weekend. 2 shows tonight, 2 shows tomorrow, and of course Sunday. Are you on social media a lot?
I try not to be.
Yeah.
Very minimal, you know what I mean? It's just it's a lot of nonsense.
Everybody's putting on a show.
It is.
Like if you don't go on social media for 2 weeks, nobody's going to miss you.
No.
Like people go, hey, I haven't been on Facebook in 2 weeks. What did I miss?
Didn't notice.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Not one
Nothing.
thing.
Nothing.
FunnyBoneOmaha.com or call the Bone Phone. Jim Florentine, it was always good to have you on here,
Jim.
buddy. Good
Thank
to see
you.
you. All right.